So 1561 Park Place. I'm on the roof. You can see that someone has come and renovated. They put another layer of roof on top of roof. Right? The membrane doesn't look terrible. The parapet caps over here is missing, and you can see all this is exposed to water penetration, which is going to affect the parging on the side wall. That's why you've got some of the stucco that's getting damaged over here. So yeah, that's something I would definitely correct. Put another cap over there. Right, the caps look like they're all intact over here. You have a little bit of water ponding right over here. Skylight looks okay. Right, a little bit of water ponding right over here. They replaced the flashing over here for the vent pipe. They installed a new skylight over here. They installed a new skylight over here. You have some water ponding over here. And this area of the roof feels kind of soft under my foot. So I don't know exactly why that is. Maybe they closed off a section. Maybe this was a bigger skylight and they just put a smaller piece of plywood over there. But that's what it sort of feels like. It's a little flimsier, the decking, than the rest of the roof. So this is your plumbing vent pipe over here. Right, this is an air vent over here. This looks like a mechanical vent, so maybe for the bathroom or something over here. You know, this probably should have been installed a little better, because if you have a driving rain and you turn this on, you can get some water that runs down into the vent over there. Again, you have more water ponding on this backside over here, right? So water ponding is less than ideal, because if the water sits up over here, you know, it could lead to water penetrating through the membrane and to leaks. So the best way to deal with something like this is when you decide to re-roof, you'll strip all the roofing surfaces off and make sure the deck is sloped properly right to the back gutter over there. Okay, so right now they have gutter guards on top of the gutter system. This was the old chimney flues for the fireplace, for the boiler, which now they're not using any longer because, you know, they put the high efficiency condensing boiler downstairs. Again, this is some sort of vent that they put on here. The configuration of this is less than ideal. When this opens, you know, you don't want to have any rain or anything drive in here. So you can improve that stuff. You know, you could build it up and over. Same thing with this, just build it up and over. The hatch access is a little bit tight to get into. You can see over here that they added insulation into the attic space. There's a small little crawl attic space over here. And then this is where you can see the layers of the roofing. And so you can see there's a thick deck over here. Thick deck over here. And then these are all the plies of the roof right over here. So it looks like there's probably 3 plies. So where is my, here. So you got, it looks like you got 3 plies over here. So it's been built up, you know, generally speaking. You know, it doesn't look much different than any other roof that you would see in New York City. You know, it's less than ideal. It's been built up. You know, if we look at your neighbor over here, you know, you can see the water ponding on theirs, right? You look at your next door neighbor, their roof is completely shot. You know, they're coming up and just putting roofing cement wherever they need to. Over here, this should be capped if it's not being used. No, I mean, even if it is used, you should just put a cap on it so no water runs down over here. Like your neighbor has a cap over there. Something like that. So, or these caps. Even if you're not going to use them, it prevents the water from going down or any animals going into those flues. So, yeah, generally speaking, looks like it's in pretty good shape. I think you should be, free of leaks for a while. And if you do end up getting a leak, nothing's perfect. You should be able to do some fairly easy patchwork. Okay? All right, I'm going to do the second and first floor next. Bye.